Hi everyone, in 5th grade Elevate, we are moving from unit conversion and into multiplying fractions by whole numbers. This is not a new skill even for intervention, so we are not going to spend too much time on the intro. We are going to just remind students that repeated addition of a fraction can also be written as a multiplication sentence. So 5 times 1/3 is the same thing as adding 1/3 by itself 5 times. For today, we are going to push students from getting answers that are in fraction forms larger than 1 to mixed numbers, right? So when we do 5 times 1/3, we end up getting 5/3, which we know is a fraction larger than 1. From there, we are going to decompose it using maybe a number bond and saying, okay, one side of the number bond is 3/3, which is 1 whole, and then 2/3 is left over, giving us a total of 1 and 2/3. Students might also be familiar with using long division. And so 5 divided by 3, 3 goes into 5 one time. Take away the 3, there's 2 left over. Your quotient becomes your whole number. Your remainder becomes your numerator. And then your denominator is your dividend. Students may also be able to do this in their head, so that is okay as well. But we want to ensure that students are able to translate that fraction larger than 1 into a mixed number today. That is our focus, okay? So you're going to spend 5 minutes modeling. You're going to get to the solution. That, again, is going to be the easy part for kids. They're going to know, okay, I am multiplying a fraction by a whole number. I need to rewrite that whole number as a fraction or as a number over 1. So 5 turns to 5 over 1. And then we are just multiplying across. So 5 times 1 is 5 and 1 times 4 is 4, giving us 5/4. However, the question that you're going to keep asking throughout this block today is the solution reduced? And how do we know? Okay, so 5/4 is not reduced. We know that it's not reduced because our numerator is larger than our denominator. So we need to write it as a mixed number. So you can have students use the number bond or students can use the long division way, but they should get 1 and 1/4, okay? And in this example, same thing, 1 times 4 is 4, and then 6 times 1 is 6, giving us a solution of 4/6. Is the solution reduced? It is not. How do we know? Well, because 4 and 6 can both be divided by 2. They are both multiples of 2. And so when we divide by 2, we get 2/3. Same thing for questions 3 and 4, which you are modeling, and then you're launching students into 10 minutes of partner practice time. There's no repeated addition here. However, repeated addition is also a strategy that they can use to solve today. And then 5 minutes for their exit ticket. They have a total of 4 questions for their exit ticket today. We want to see, did they get the solution, and then did they reduce or simplify? So 2 points per question for a total of 8 points. And then for today's exit ticket, for today's sprint, they are still working on multiplying fractions. So choose the questions that you think will be the biggest bang for their buck.